Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 31st. We are 90 days out from June 29th. Your DTD2 this week. You're calling your Ys and your Zs. You're texting your Fs. And it is raining. It wasn't raining when I got here, but apparently that's what's happening today. Listen, it was nice yesterday. We have to take it in stride, I suppose. So a great day to be working on your business, because maybe you don't have a million appointments today. Maybe you have a bunch of appointments. I don't know. That's dependent on what your face was doing 90 days ago. That's what we talk about, the 90-day rule. But today, if you do want to get back into conversation with people that you feel that you might owe a conversation, do you owe anybody a conversation? No. Will you have a higher probability of earning their trust and nurturing that relationship and then earning their business when the time comes? If you stay in conversation, yes. Great line from Susan Scott's book, which is Fierce Conversations. No one conversation will make or break a relationship, and yet anyone could, right? So just a thought process around making sure that you are staying in relationship with the people that you choose to serve, that you would like to serve, the business you would like to have. Brady Sondal said this a while ago. Our lives will be commensurate with the quality and quality and quantity of our conversations. So how often are you communicating with people? And at what depth are you communicating with people? Like, there's surface conversations. It just happened to me yesterday. Someone came in and they were talking about X, Y, and Z. And then they asked me something about my weekend. And as I was answering, I looked over. They were standing over there. I looked over and I could see they were in their phone. And I was getting the And I thought to myself, I hope they don't do that to the civilians out in the wilderness, because that wouldn't bode well for your communication skills. So what are you doing today to make sure that you're building the business that you want? The schedule today, of course, we've got Fight Club going on, and Fight Club is getting rebranded. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But Fight Club is taking place. That goes on from 9 to noon. You can go to KWFightClub.com, KWFightClub.com. Cameras on, microphones off, doing whatever you do to build your business. Are you texting? Are you DMing? Are you calling? Are you putting together marketing materials? Are you doing cold letters or just sold postcards? Like, whatever you're doing in order to send out prospecting conversations or interactions or marketing pieces to build your business. That 9 to noon in the morning, sacred ground for that. And that's why we protect it. That's why it's called Fight Club. You can join us for that. That's 9 to noon today. And as we move forward, and we'll talk about this in just a little bit, we are going to have an in-person element coming to the newly minted and rebranded what will be the new Fight Club starting on the 13th. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Also today in Portsmouth, happening right now, our dear friend Vishay is in the building. They are on session 5 of Bold, and Bold graduates next week. So session 5 today, session 6, and graduation next Tuesday, April 7th. That crew graduates. It will be the following Monday that we will launch the new series, which is called Breakthrough, and that starts on Monday the 13th. But we are session 5 today in-house for Bold here in Portsmouth. They graduate next Tuesday with session 6. Also, because it's Tuesday, the Wealthy Agent webinar. Our dear friend Matthew Erdman down the street in Greater Hartford has a conversation every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. The link is in the Zoom. The link is in the Zoom. The link is in the morning news. Simply click that link and you'll have an ability to jump in on that conversation. What is he talking about? All sorts of things. It's going to be about the opportunity that you're building for yourself with the wealth that you're creating. So as you close deals, what are you doing to make sure that you're investing that money and putting it to work for you? Not that every dollar needs to be invested, but there's two paths that are both our time and our money can go to, right? You can spend time with somebody or you can invest time with somebody. You can spend your money or you can invest your money. And investing your money means you could spend it to maybe buy a property and then have it working for you, because obviously that serves as an asset. So just something to think about. He's having conversations about all things money, all things investing, and just about wealth building. So that's the Wealthy Agent webinar that takes place every Tuesday at 11. That is today. The Zoom link is in the morning news for you to grab that conversation. And then we wrap things up today at 12 o'clock. We'll do the midday protocol where we have the conversation about what you did this morning or since we last spoke to build your business. What are you doing for interactions and conversations? What are you doing for appointments? What are you doing for agreements signed? Those are the three lead indicators that tell us where we are. And today's the day, right? Today's March 31st. It's the end of the month. And that's why we call it the midday protocol, because we talked about earlier this month, the 15th of every month is the 15th protocol, where midway through the month, you have to take stock of where you are in relationship to your goals. And by doing so, you can say, okay, here are the changes I make for the second half. Just like an athletic event, right? I mean, outside of hockey, where you have 3 periods, you have a halftime. There's a break halfway through to look at where you are and to make adjustments. And as James Shaw said earlier, if you're watching Final Four stuff right now, the game's not really lost in the first quarter. There's enough time to make changes. There's enough time to make a comeback. Or if you're doing well, there's enough time to build momentum and stack efficiencies and skills. So Q1 wraps today. What do you want Q2 to look like? And I don't think it needs to be a seismic event for you to make a big change. A big change is going to start with something that feels real small. It's just making the decision to do it. There was a great meme I caught the other day, and it wasn't actually even a meme. It was just a girl on the TikToks, of course, guilty as charged, always there. There was a girl, and she was constantly saying over and over and over again, just get started, just turn on the water. Just get started, just turn on the water. Just get started, just turn on the water. And like, I sort of knew what she meant, but I was still like, I maybe I'm wrong. It happens a lot. My wife is selling shirts. So of course, like a whole bunch of other people, I raced to the comments because I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? And it was what I thought she was intending. And it's the same thing that we say all the time. You don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. And the mindset behind her comment of just get started, just turn on the water is, if you're struggling to get out of your own way, if you're struggling to get out of the house today because you woke up and you already heard me say it's raining out and you looked at mittens and you're like chocolate chip pancakes and you're almost careening off the road at this point and you're about to let everything else get the best of you, what do you need to do? Do you need to throw on your coat and take your dog for a walk? Do you need to go out for your run? Do you need to just be stubborn enough to go over and jump on your stationary bike or get on the treadmill or start that workout or jump in the car and head to the gym, or to just start your day today? If that's all you need to do you just need to go into the bathroom, stand outside the shower and turn on the water? Mel Robbins has the 5-second rule. As soon as you start to get in your feels, just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. And the stand up part, you can be like, well, I could just count myself down out of my bad thoughts, out of my negative thoughts, out of my desire to be inactive today, my desire to be inefficient today. Yes, and the reason she said stand up is just change your state. Change your state. So if that's you today and you just need to go and turn on the water, and maybe today turning on the water is the win, and tomorrow's turn on the water, get in the shower and start the process of starting your day and getting yourself ready for public consumption and being a professional. And I say this with no judgment. The shower could be a million different things to a million different people. Maybe it's something else that you need to do first. And it goes right back to what we talk about all the time. The one thing, right? which I know if you have the one thing, you probably still have a dust cover on it. This is my original copy, which I've had, and I've got my tabs and notes and all that kind of stuff. So she's seen better days, but she's my original. I'm going to hold on to her forever. I'll leave her at the Smithsonian. There'll be a whole section in the Smithsonian, like books from old people, and my one thing will be there. Anyway, the one thing, the premise in the book is, what is the one thing that I can do that such by doing everything else becomes easier or unnecessary? And the other conversation that happens inside the one thing is about the domino. It's chapter 2, the domino effect. And the whole premise that is in this chapter that Gary talks about is that a domino can knock over another domino 1.5 times its size. So all you have to do is knock over your first domino. Maybe for you, that's turning on the water today. Maybe for you, that's putting on a coat and taking your dog for a walk. And I don't mean opening the door and standing in the doorway while your dog runs out into the yard and takes care of his or her business, but like taking the dog for a walk or taking yourself for a walk, doing something for yourself to put air back in your lungs and to change your mindset about what it is that you do in this thing of ours called real estate. So whatever it is that you need to do today, there's a million reasons to not do something. You could be like, well, I was going to, but it's raining out. I was going to, but it's Tuesday. I was going to, but. And that's a big, bold thing. Drop the but. Make it and. Instead of I was going to, but it's raining. I was going to, and there's still time. I was going to, and I deserve it. I was going to, and it's only 8:43. Every one of us has a version of ourselves that's on the other side of your next decision. What will that be? What do you want? This isn't about deals or GCI or volume or family served or trophies on the third Thursday in January. This is about what will make you happy, what will make you feel complete, what will bring you joy. Because if our heart is full and our head is clear, we can move in the right direction. And that's a tough combination. Everyone has their stuff going on. And there's some days you just want to sit in the mud. Maybe that's today for you. So give yourself some time. Give yourself the morning if you need to. I can promise you this, as we wrap this up today, and you go into the bathroom and you turn on the water, that's your first step. That's your first domino. If I can help, let me know. It is 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. Just stand up, turn on the water, and see what happens next.